Libra, welcome to your weekly reading for July 9th to July 16th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest you take a look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs that appear on my channel throughout the week. Also, remember that time in the spirit realm has no relevance. So these may be upcoming energies, they could be current energies, or they may be a validation from spirit in regards to some sort of past energy. Also, on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. we do live mini readings right here on the channel, and on Sundays at 2 o'clock p.m. we bring on live spiritual guests. So make sure you click subscribe, click that notification bell in order to receive the notifications that we are going live, or just to get more or just to get the notifications on when the readings come up. And if you are interested in a personal reading, you can contact me at through Facebook or through my Instagram at Oracle Intuitions. You can also go to oracleintuitions.com or email me at oracleintuitions1111 at gmail.com. There we go. I was able to say it. Yay. All right, let's get into it and let's see what's coming through for Libra. Within the mind, we have chop wood. Within the body, we have the fates. Whoops. And from spirit, we have a leg up. So you already have a leg up on the situation, is what spirit is saying. I feel that for some of you, you've either ended a situation, you've ended a mindset of some sort, something you are chopping wood from, okay? Like you're getting rid of it. You're basically, removing something from your mental, your physical, or your spiritual realm, or your emotional realm is what I feel. Not so much from your spiritual, but sometimes a mindset can be a spiritual mindset as well. I don't feel that you're, getting rid of spirit, but it's more of a what do they call that? Like, like some sort of mindset towards a spiritual misconception, even perhaps, is what I keep getting. Now we have the fates, all right? So it's interesting because that chopping wood with the fates is, I feel like spirit is saying to you, you know what? This was not fated to be there. It was not something that needed to maintain. It's not something that is meant to be there in any way. Maybe perhaps it did bring in a lesson, which is giving you that leg up moving forward. Maybe perhaps, not only a lesson, but maybe perhaps it taught you something. Maybe you learned something from what just happened. But now that it's done, now that it's time to move on, now that it's time to move forward, you can chop the wood on it, let it go, because something else is fated that is going to be better for you, and you already have the leg up on it, okay? So when spirit talks about having a leg up, it's basically saying you're already, taking that step forward. You already have, when somebody has a leg up on somebody, it's kind of saying, all right, I'm already a step ahead. I've already got this. I already know what it is, maybe for some of you, all right? So let's get some clarification and see what's coming through. We have Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving something, chopping wood. Can't make this up, guys. Look at, like, something needs to end. So if you're hanging on to something, I feel like this is a very important message. And this has been coming through for Libra for a while. So this could be, a relationship. Again, could be a mindset. It could be something externally that's going on. Maybe you're leaving a job. Maybe, it's time to go, towards another job, whatever it is. But you are making those steps. You're making that progress towards an ending, something that is going to be more spiritually, emotionally, and mentally beneficial for you. And we have the Knight of Cups. So I do feel that for some of you, this could be a new relationship. It doesn't need to be a relationship romantically. It could be maybe perhaps a work relationship, maybe a deeper connection with yourself. All right, especially with that Knight of Cups coming through. This, the cups can talk about a more emotional, benefiting type of situation. Again, might be work, it might be spiritual, it might be a relationship. I do feel for many of you that it is a relationship. And we also have the Six of Cups. So again, we've got a lot of cups that are really coming through here, and cups are the emotional realm of the tarot. So what I'm getting here is that maybe for some of you, you might be leaving a situation that you've been in for a while. Maybe it was really hard to leave the situation because there might be a lot of memories attached to it. That Six of Cups is talking about sometimes past memories that coming up. Maybe sometimes, people that were trying to reconcile, people from the past, and maybe now you're looking at it and saying, I don't need this reconciliation. I'm glad that we had this time together, but I'm not fated towards this. It's time to move forward. Maybe for some of you, you might be leaving a marriage or a long-term situation of something, and Spirit is saying it is time to let it go. It's time to head towards the new. Even though there might be very fond memories in regards to this, it's not the situation that is for you. It's time to take that step forward. It's time to let it be, let it go, let it just, evolve the way it's supposed to evolve, especially if there's an element of you hanging on to it in some way. Maybe for some of you, you felt it was a fated situation or a fated relationship. Maybe for some of you, you felt like this was some sort of soul connection. But here's the interesting thing with soul connections is a lot of times they're really coming in order to help us learn or to teach us something or to help us grow in some way. And because you've already gone through that, you now have a leg up heading into a new situation. All right. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming in. So relationships for Libra. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They too can be friends, family, or co-workers, or a relationship with yourself. Let's see what's happening. Relationship for Libra. All right, we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Maybe for some of you, it's time to end something within the current relationship, especially maybe there's old grudges that you were hanging on to within the current relationship. Maybe for some of you, this is talking about going to the past energy of where you guys felt good and happy and loving towards each other, and to bring this playfulness back. Now, if that's not resonating with you, what I am feeling is this playfulness is basically Spirit saying, look, be playful, be happy, be open to something new coming through. Don't be in this energy of poor woe is me, or this, I'm whatever it is. Like, again, hanging on to that past. Okay, it's time to move forward. Be playful, have fun, allow your heart to soar. And what does it say? Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So if it's meant to be, it will be. All right. If we're trying to control something, especially if a situation is ending and we're trying to hang on to it, and we have this death grip on it and saying, no, I can't move forward. I can't let you go. Or maybe perhaps the situation is reversed. Maybe it's somebody else saying this, but it's really talking about letting go of control issues. Let things happen the way that they're supposed to happen. Let it be. All right. If you're being told to move forward, or if somebody's indicating that they no longer want to be in this relationship, or if you're feeling like you don't want to no longer be in the relationship, it's just time to let go of the control. I am also getting here, and again, for some, it's not going to be for all. I do feel that there has to be a let go of the control around the ending of the situation. There may be some legal battles that could be happening. Maybe perhaps there's custody battles. Maybe perhaps, whatever it is. And just take a look and ask yourself, am I trying to control something? Am I trying to hang on to something that is no longer necessary through control of some way? And Spirit is saying, please let go of that and allow your heart to open. Be playful, be joyful, be loving, okay? Even toward the situation, in order to move forward happily. And we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So again, for some of you, this may have to do with a current relationship where it's about changing the energy within that relationship, especially if there's grudges that are being held, or maybe perhaps, it's just gotten into a place of stagnancy. Maybe it's time to express your love. But again, I do feel that for many of you, this might be even making an expression of love, or somebody new that may be entering the playing field simply because you've let go of an old energy. Okay, and that energy might be the mindset too. Remember, if we're hanging on to old grudges, let's say we got out of a relationship, recently or even years ago, and we're still hanging on to that energy can start playing through into a new relationship. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is stop trying to control the past. We can't control the past. We can't control what happened yesterday or years ago. It's time to open that heart and allow something new to express itself. Allow either yourself or somebody to express this love to you without being in a place of trying to control it or hanging on to the fear of anxiety of something from the past. So let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. All right, ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, a new phase, and preparing for union. So I really feel like for many of you, this is having to do with something new that is coming in. You're preparing for union, possibly either within the current situation by letting go, or you're ascending to a new, a new relationship in some way by going past the obstacles of past energies. We're learning, expansion. And remember, I talked about that sometimes, with lessons. The lessons are about learning. They're about growth, expansion. We also have the butterfly. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So again, I feel like for some of you, it's time to ascend past that. There's a lot of growth that happened from the past that you can learn from by letting go of that control, or by recognizing the fact that it's just over. Something is over and it's time to ascend to something new. And we have not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, a person, and boundaries still angry. See, again, ascending past this. This is what Spirit is trying to say to you, especially if you're hanging on to grudges, especially if there's perhaps some sort of legal battle that you're creating in order to have a sense of control. Maybe either you or somebody else are, working on making each other's lives miserable in some way, simply because of some sort of control that you're trying to have over the situation. I feel like Spirit is just saying, you know what? It's done. Whatever that energy was, whether it's in a current situation and it's time to, just embrace the love that you guys have for each other, or whether it's in a past situation and something is trying to end in order for something new to begin in some way, it's not the time. It's not the time to be holding on to something and creating these boundaries, okay? Creating these walls, these blocks. That's not going to help you. And I feel like right now is the time to ascend. It's the time to ascend. It's time to evolve to something higher. So let's get a closing message from the universe and see what's coming through. So closing message from the universe for Libra. Closing message from the universe for Libra. All right. Closing message. Have faith. Yeah, have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. I feel like that's a beautiful card to end the reading on. When we have faith that things are happening for a reason, that we're listening to the guidance that is coming through for us. This is how we truly ascend. This is how we evolve. This is how we head towards the fates, all right? Those fates that we're coming through, right? Those fates. Something beautiful is trying to appear in your life. So have the faith and follow the guidance that you're being directed to. All right. So Libra, I truly hope that this reading has helped. Have an amazing week, guys. See you next time. Take care and many blessings.